So now that we know in Super Bowl 52 we'll have the Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles, what are your first impressions on this matchup, Mike?
Well, I mean, you think about the quarterbacks. Obviously, you got Tom Brady, who's been here. This is 8th time now. And you think Nick Foles, who hasn't been here. Obviously, he played great to get them here to this point. You think about the defenses. Which one of these defenses is going to be able to scheme up enough to make it uncomfortable on those quarterbacks? You think about the coaching staffs. I mean, Bill Belichick, master game planner. But Doug Peterson's pretty freaking good himself, really aggressive. And so I think this is going to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, it's interesting because I wanted to talk about coaching because everyone talks about Belichick and Josh McDaniels and Matt Patricia. This is probably their last game as coordinators for the Patriots, but the game that Doug Peterson called today was just really impressive. And the thing, it was aggressive, but it was aggressive without being overly, they didn't take too many risks.
Right.
And the thing that I think against a Brady-Belichick team, you almost have to be aggressive because that's what we saw in the AFC Championship game. The Jaguars had that lead, but in the second half, it looked like they just sort of took their foot off the gas, and that's what let the Patriots come back in. So I'm expecting that Doug Peterson, they'll come up with a game plan that I don't think they'll try to let Brady get back in this game if they can build a lead. But with that said, it's still Tom Brady.
Right,
you know?
It is. But they've got a monster pass rush. As you see, they can continue to send guys in waves. They've got a really good defense against the run. So I think that, we'll see Chris Long and Fletcher Cox and those guys getting after Tom Brady. We'll see how Tom Brady does, how the line does protecting him. But as Jacksonville showed, you can get to the quarterback, you can cause some discomfort and things like that, but will it be enough? Can you hold him off? It's hard, as we saw, to hold off Tom Brady and company. I don't know if the Eagles can do that or not.
Yeah, I think just getting to Brady won't be enough.
Right.
I talked to Patrick Robinson, the cornerback who had the pick six here, and I asked about the pass rush, basically saying, how much juice do they give you? And he said, in my opinion, they're the reason why we're so good. And I think that pass rush is going to have to show up against the Patriots, but more than that, I think they're going to have to force turnovers because that's the easiest recipe to get Tom Brady off of his game. Get in his face, force turnovers, and give your offense a chance to score points. So it's still early, but I think those are the keys that Philadelphia is going to have to use to potentially win this game.